What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Decent First Gen. I got another good video for you today. Kind of a fun one and one that I'm really excited for. I just ordered this on Amazon. It's a rear view mirror backup camera. So I'm pretty excited to install this on the truck. I've always wanted one on my truck, but we all know these trucks don't fit a double din radio very well, and I didn't want one that mounted up to the windshield. That doesn't look very good to me, so I found this one. It actually mounts, it's part of the rear view mirror, and what I'm going to do is tap it into the reverse light, so when I put my truck in reverse, it'll just pop on and I can see what's behind me. Loading trailers, you know, hooking up to a trailer, it'll work perfect. So should be pretty straightforward. I've never installed one, but I'm not expecting it to be too hard, so we'll see how it goes. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank everyone for the support on the channel. We're about to hit 500 subscribers if we haven't already hit it when I post this video. We'll be doing the giveaway to see who wins all the Cummins gear. That ends when we hit 500 subscribers. So I'll be announcing who wins that here in the near future. Thanks for the support, and let's get started on installing this. All right, so here's the box. First thing obviously is the mirror. Seems to be a pretty sturdy unit. It's got the cord right here. All right, so I've got everything all pulled out. It's actually more straightforward than I was expecting. So we've got the camera right here. That mounts to the license plate. It's got a wire to this connector. And then off of that connector, we've got the red and the black wire. So we've got a 12-volt power source and a ground. So this, I'm assuming if you want it to turn on with your reverse lights, you would tap it into that, which is what I'm going to do. If you want to just run it off its own switch, you could hook a switch to this and have a switch on your dash so you could turn it on at any time you'd like. I'm going to tap it into the reverse lights though. And then off the connector, we've got the long wire that actually goes to this connector right there, which connects to the actual rear view mirror. And they've sent an extension. I'm not sure how many feet that is, probably 3 or 4 feet for this as well, if that doesn't reach. So I'm guessing we'll probably need this for my truck since it's so long. Also, they've included an Allen wrench, just like everything you buy, and then a bunch of different mounts that I assume fit different type of vehicles. I know the mount in my truck right now is just like this, so I don't know if I'll be able to mount it to my existing one or if I'll have to replace it, but we'll check that when we go take the old mirror off in the truck. This thing, I have no idea what this is. I'm guessing after I install everything, there will be something where I'm like, oh, that's what that was for. So we'll see. We probably won't need it. And they gave you a little tool to pull off trim panel clips if you have to. So first step, let's go into the truck and pull off the old rear view mirror and just see how this one's going to mount up in there. All right, first things first, we're going to take the original mirror off, which is just, here's a set screw on the base. So I'll take that off and then catch up to you. I'm curious to see if that mount will work with this one. Hopefully it will. All right, that's perfect. It mounted right up to the original mount. I'm going to do the honors. Just like that. And I'm pretty impressed with the clarity. I cannot see where the screen is going to be when it turns on the backup camera. So I wondered if I'd be able to see it, but I can't see it at all. All right, let's start running the wires. So I'm going to start here at the back of the truck, mount the camera, run the wires, you know, tap into the reverse light, tap the ground in, and run it all the way up to work from the back forward. I think that'll be easiest. So I'm going to go ahead, first mount the light, and then I'll show you that, and then we'll start wiring it in. So I have removed the license plate here. So I'm going to mount the light up first. Here you guys can see this is the rustiest part of my truck. I don't know what the deal is, but That part is just rotting away. Everything else is nice and clean, but I'm gonna mount the camera here and then run the wire right up through here into the bumper, and I'll show you my wiring mess under there, and we will tap it in. So let me mount it and I'll catch back up with you. I got the camera mounted up. I'm gonna do something about the wire, kind of tuck it up in there a little bit, but for now, while I'm wiring it up, I'm not too worried about it. So got it run through there. Now let me show you underneath. So this is that wiring mess that I was telling you about earlier. This was like this when I bought the original truck in 2012. And I've never fixed it yet because I've always been telling myself, as soon as I pull the bed to paint the truck, I'll fix it. And as you can tell, the truck is still not painted yet, so I haven't fixed it yet. But we're going to be pulling the bed here in the next month or so to paint it, recoat the chassis, so we're going to fix that wiring mess. But the good thing is, in this situation, I'm just going to use one of those crimp connectors that, like they've got all up in here, just to hook the camera up for now, see how it works, see how I like it. And then when we rewire all of this, I'll redo all of it properly and connect it in there properly. But for now, I'm okay using one of those connectors because guess what? There's about 6 or 7 of them already up in there. All right, so I have it wired in there. If you're wondering, it is a purple wire. It's that purple wire that you tap into. And then I've got the ground. I've got a couple grounds run there to the frame. So, like I said, this is all going to be rewired in probably the next month or so, month or two, when I pull the bed off. It's a pain in the butt to get up in there with the bed on. So I've just been waiting to do it until I can pull the bed off to paint the truck. So that looks horrible right now, but don't worry, it will all be fixed. All I have left to do now is grab the main long wire and run it all the way up to the front. So I'll just run it through the frame rail and probably up into the engine compartment and then through the firewall and up to the mirror. Alright guys, it's all installed. So I just ran that wire along the frame rail up into the engine compartment and then into the firewall and ran it up my A-pillar. And I don't have trim in here, so I just tucked it back behind, almost behind where the windshield gasket is. Ran it up across here and it plugged in here. So moment of truth. Looks dark because of the tint on my window, but it's nice and clear. So let's start it up and see how she does. Okay, here we go. Little green light. Boom. Go back forward. It's off. So I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. The image is nice and clear. Gives you a good view. You can definitely see a pretty wide viewing angle too. Alright, so that's it. It's all installed. My initial thoughts is I'm impressed with it. The clarity of the screen is very good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, which tells me the camera's probably decent at least. The price was great. It was like 130, 140 bucks. And the installation, anyone could do this. I was expecting to have to tap it into my fuse block where I run all my accessories to, which isn't hard for me, but I didn't know if others were comfortable with that. You don't even have to do that. So it was super easy to do. I would recommend this for anyone. I'm going to spend, the next couple weeks as I drive the truck, kind of see how I like it, see how it works, see if there's any quirks, and I'll update you guys on that and let you guys know what I think after using it for a couple weeks. But my initial thoughts is this is a good product. For the price, you can't go wrong. So thanks for tuning into the video. Thanks for all your support. Subscribe below if you haven't yet. Also, comment below if you've installed something like this on your truck. Let me know what unit you used and how you like it. So thanks again. We'll see you guys in the next video.